I think the vast majority of my subscribers here in GM's Alcove, they don't care for miniatures. They don't paint. They don't collect. Not as interested in my streams, I think. Although I talk stuff, which is fun. Yeah, so I'm going to
Yeah, but like this is the bread and
stream
butter.
over Dash of Elan as well. Yeah, it is. Butter and bread. That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. Painting stream. Oh. Let's rock and roll here. Email I just got the other day. Totally forgot. From a client. Let me do that now. I don't just play one on YouTube. I'm actually a client. Let's see here. There it is. Russians. Some of your best address for the figures. Oh. September 16th. Yikes. Details on the Russians. 400 figures or so. Oof, 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 ooh, boy. Russian. Ryaskya Imperia. One force commander. 3 formation commanders. This is huge. 3 formation areas. 8 Yagretsky Jaegers. Battalion 16. Boy, that's a big commission. Yes, I got to reply to this email ASAP. It's a good thing I looked. When did I get this? Yesterday. Yeah, let me take care of this little email while Kyle holds down the fort here.
Yes, sir. How you doing? I'm just making a paladin in Foundry, seeing what's different. Finding a lot of things are different. It's a lot more pinpoint. Ooh, Fritz. They retooled Litany Against Wrath. Oh, this is so freaking cool.
Okay. Now, what did they update? Litany of Wrath or whatever?
Litany Against Wrath.
What's that? What's that? Litany
It's
Against
a
Wrath.
paladin's focus spell.
Is it new?
No, but they retooled it. Your litany rails against the sin of wrath, punishing a target for attacking good creatures. The target must attempt a will save. A particularly wrathful creature such as a wrath demon uses the outcome 1 degree of success worse than the result of its saving throw. The target then becomes temporarily immune to all litanies for 1 minute. If it succeeds, the first time the target uses an action that deals damage to at least one good creature, the target takes 3d6 good damage. Critical success, the target is unaffected. On a failure, each time the target uses an action that deals damage, it takes 3d6. And on a crit fail, the target is enfeebled 2, and each time it attacks somebody, it takes 3d6 good damage.
It's still saying good. There's no alignments anymore. But it's still saying
It says
good.
good damage.
Gotcha.
I like that. Litany Against Wrath.
Ba 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 ba. I can't even spell. Pain. There we go. All right. Fantastic. Excellent. What a beautiful day. There's a big squirrel's nest in a big old maple tree. It must be about 40, 50 feet up. About 50 feet up. I got a forest behind me here I'm looking at. I could see one of the limbs sticking out closest to my side. It's got a big, you can see there's a nest in there. In fact, I saw the squirrels building it. They got a big clump of leaves and stuff in there. Big old nest, Kyle. Hanging out and chilling, getting ready for winter.
What kind of squirrels are they?
Gray squirrels.
Classic.
We got red squirrels too. Oh, they're terrible. They're terrible. We got red squirrels and gray squirrels. That's about it around here. I had one as a pet once back in the day. An old gray squirrel. Jesse knows all about that. Used to crawl on your shoulder like a monkey.
We've got a few different variety down here. We got gray, we got reds, we got the old fox squirrels down here.
Yeah, fox squirrels.
Oh yeah, the big ones, like the big ones.
Yeah. Can't say I've seen one around here.
Oh, it was squirrel season. I was probably 8 or 9 years old. There's this big fucking creature come walking out across the limb. I'm like, oh man, what the hell is that? And I mean, that's a fox squirrel. Is it? Stop that son of a bitch twice. It just looked at me.
Mm. All right, all set, all finished. All is good. Let's get our chat opened again. No chat. Is anybody watching the stream today? 2 people. Oh. Chat's always slow this time of year. I don't get a lot of viewers in my chats because they are what they are, but it's always been slow this time of year. The weather, you know? People are out enjoying the weather, I guess.
Yeah, and it's kind of the last dash of summer.
Well, it is. I'm trying to look forward to fall now. Never been a big fan of fall, but I've enjoyed it. I've been enjoying it more and more. Got the equinox coming up soon. The last few years, falls have been pretty nice. Not so much cold. I mean, it doesn't really start to get cold till about December. It's a little chilly, of course, you know, occasionally. But yeah, we've had some good warm weather through the fall.
Yeah, a lot of good warm weather through the winter, too.
Yeah, and usually followed by a dry winter. It hasn't been too hazardous. We're lucky if we get one storm in the winter. Might get 2.
We usually get about 2 or 3, but then it gets up in the 50s the next week and just melts right back off.
Yeah. Where's the screen here? What happened here? No professionalism here in this stream. None. I'm not sure why anybody tunes in. Terrible. Just terrible.
I tune in to hang out with you.
You do. You do. I appreciate it, Kyle. Let's see who else pops in. Usually James pops in when he wakes up. Let's see if James pops in. Let's see if we get some Arnmeister. Good old Arn man. John Longshore, the regulars.
Yeah. The original crew.
Yeah. See what happens.
Right.
Okay, Kyle. Kyle Meister. Checking out Foundry version 11. Which I finally updated. As well as the newest versions of Thrakdamanr and Pathfinder 2. Yeah, I've been putting it off for a while. Hanging out with version 10. Damn. There, that was quick. See, are these guys done? Yes, they are. These guys are done likewise. All the whites are done. Excellent. Let's 2 more bases here. Let's get cracking. Got a little more to do on these guys. Got drum straps. Cross straps. So I saw this new game that's out. I think it's an Osprey game. You might have heard of it. It's called The Doomed. I believe that's the title. Looks pretty damn good. Right up my alley. Kind of generic. Use any miniatures you want, I guess. But it's about hunting monsters. And you could play it competitively. You could play faction against faction, as in, you know, groups of monster hunters fighting each other, as well as monsters. It's got some unique, fun mechanics and some very familiar, simple, straightforward mechanics. It actually reminds me of one-page rules system they use for their games. At least the basic functions of attacking and such, like they use a quality dice. It actually looks really good. I don't have it. I haven't really read it, so I can't say how groundbreaking the rules might be, but I've watched a few videos. Everybody seems to be going on all about it. I don't know. High quality book, because it's put out by Osprey. So there you go, we got their quality production. Who knows, I might pick it up myself. Plan on doing a lot more miniatures gaming coming up next year since I get my move. Finny. It's going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to it. Be doing some 3D printing. A lot more videos and content for you guys because I enjoy it. Live plays. Man. So who knows? I gotta paint their trousers here. You can play it solo too. That's another thing. It's all the rage these days, it seems. Ooh, you could play by yourself? I don't need friends. I don't need to leave the home. Excellent. While we're at it, let's paint this guy's plume white. Common amongst officers. Do that. Standard bearer. There's also a junior officer. So yeah, we'll give him a white plume. Usually it's a combination of red and white and things like that. These guys are going to be solid white, at least for the moment. I do a red tip. Okay, so we'll do that. Boom. Alright, what else? One more here. Oh, I got my mug on the screen here. Why is that doing that? I forgot to do this. Today is, what is today? Tuesday or Wednesday? Tuesday. Awesome. Is that what I think that is? Let me see something here on my other computer. See something unusual. Oh yeah. Huh, I didn't know that. I got 2 accounts on my computer on Discord. I just realized I subscribe or I follow a channel on my other laptop over here that I just began following over on this laptop. I just realized, well, it's over here too. I must have been a fan before. How do you like that? Four more guys. Oh, take a couple minutes here. I am just groggy. I'm so out of it. Whew, I don't know, man. Gotta chill. Commission painting, folks. Commission painting. Extremely enjoyable if you love it. Boy, it can be stressful when it's a business. It can be stressful. You gotta pace yourself. I do have a few battalions of Legere I could be doing too. I think I'm going to save them for the when I do this project. How do I word this? I'm actually getting a head start on a future project here, which is all just infantry, French infantry. The reason why I'm getting a jump start on it is because the client would like to have some of these in September. Around mid-September, he's got a little convention he's hosting, so I'm going to oblige him, send him along some extra units to go along with his previous project that I finished already. So he's getting a little bit more. I'm good to my clients. I could do it. So I agreed to whatever I could get done by month end, you know. I'll just charge him a little bit extra for that, and, you know, all's good. I could do that. Not hard, not difficult. But it has put a little extra stress on me for some reason. Because I was going to take a break, get myself ready for another project that I should be working on now, which is pig-faced orcs. I got about 40 of them. Pardon me. To get to? I should never drink coffee during a stream. Bad idea. And yeah, so I've had to sideline that again. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be tackling next. Alongside another project. Probably more Napoleonics. I usually do about 2 or 3 projects at one time. Depending. Plus painting my own stuff when I get the chance. Usually on Saturday or at night. Bum, 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 bum. That's a good one. Voltigeur. They're Voltigeur. And that's what they would look like. This picture right here.
Interesting.
These are nice plates. There's some Legere. Old Guard Grenadiers and Chasseurs of the Imperial Guard. Light Infantry. Chasseurs, Light Infantry of the Guard. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Do you know what that is?
It's a marching tune.
That is the Onion Song. And it is known to be the song that the Old Guard Grenadiers would sing with bayonets forward as they marched into battle.
Learn something new every day.
You're welcome. You're welcome. What's this? New update, something from Foundry. It says Legend Reborn, the Dragonbane RPG officially released. Premium content for Dragonbane. So there you go, folks. You can pick up Foundry's mod for the game, official mod for the game. It's available today, as well as Dragonbane itself is released today. You can pick it up. Buy it on Amazon, your local shop, wherever. It is out and about. I bet you that's on your list, Kyle, right?
It is indeed.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna be so thankful you have a game like this that's so complete and so easy to get into with that old school feel. I mean, this is a great game for you. You're gonna love it. Running it for your nieces and nephews. Yeah.
Oh my god! Like from first session, like I came into it with a lot of reservation, but the more that I played with it, and it's like, oh yes, oh yeah, and it was just right up my alley. I mean, it wasn't really complicated to learn. It didn't take a lot of time to learn, and it played so awesomely. You know, like I wasn't expecting. I was not expecting it to run as well as it did. because me and you were sitting there trying to figure it out. We were running encounters past each other and different things. It's like, all right, well, this is the bee's knees, damn it. You know?
I think you'll have fun running it. It's
Oh yeah,
easy
like
to
it's a
set up an
really
adventure
simple.
and run. It's easy to run.
I might have to run a few one shots here and there.
I know you like that free-form style of GMing, and I think this is right up your alley. This game goes good with that style.
I like freeform, but there ain't nothing wrong with pre-gen either.
Whatever freeform means, I don't know.
You just make it up as you literally go along.
No, I don't mean that. That's a bit but much. I mean like, well, yeah, in a sense, yeah, but you still got a structure to an adventure. You know what's going on, but it's easy. It's an easy game to GM. What's it called? GM Fiat. GM agency, whatever you want to call it, where he can just do these things as you go along, if you know what I mean.
And it's very rewarding on both sides of the fence, really. Like, yeah, there was a few instances where, yeah, you were getting into it just as much as I was, if not more. And, especially that combat that we had there, where everything looked so bleak and so helpless. And then we just, boom, turned it around. Like, that was just awesome. And I don't think if we were playing a different system that it would have been as awesome as it was. I really truly think that it was just the magic of Drop to Honor coming through. Because that session that we had, our backs were literally against the wall. That was just perfection. It was just sheer perfection. Like it was just pure perfection. I mean, we couldn't have flowed any better, I should say. Especially that session where we had you and me, and we were really in the crack, and it was a situation where we should have ran, but we stuck it out. And just the tactics that you can bring to bear. Oh God, tactics, tactical perfection. It really is. Drop the Honor really is a game where you can, the only limits you have is what you can think of. I think that's why you and me both like it so much.
Well, I've been a fan of the brand for a long time. It's had its ups and downs, different iterations, but being a fan of Free League, they did a great job on this, capturing the feel of Drop to Honor from back in the day. Still using modern mechanics, which I love. Free League's mechanics. It's really, I mean, I don't want to say state of the art, but it is. It's really good stuff. Their mechanics, their Year Zero engine is what I'm talking about. Such a good system, and they've managed to incorporate that into this game. So that's nice. Very nice. I enjoy it a lot.
It has a flow and a pace to it that is awe-inspiring, really.
Okay, these are done. How you doing, Diz? I see Dizzy poking her head in. Oh, excuse me. I'm just exhausted. I am exhausted.
It's a long few days.
I have been pushing hard for especially the last 4 weeks. I've been pushing hard. I was supposed to have a break, and I was all set to take a break from the painting because it is intense. If you've ever painted every single day for hours, 5, 6, 7 days a week, it is so draining, particularly when you stream. I can't explain it. It's just unreal how draining it is to sit here day after day, even if it's just a few hours. I am so wore out just from that. It's like the computer is sucking the life right out of me. It's not like working outdoors, building walls, which I could do all day and every day and love it. Got that sun, that energy, the air hitting you. You got a lot going for that. But this sitting here like this, I'm telling you, it just drains me. And yeah, the last 4 weeks have been very, very tough. I'm not pushing, but I can still feel the draining going on.
Yeah, you can still feel the effect.
I feel like I'm worshiping the damn computer every day when I come on to do a stream. That's what it feels like. Just countless hours sitting on my ass in front of this screen. Hey-ya, hey-ya, hey-ya. Ah. It's what we do here on the Alcove. Dizzy joins us. There's Johnny Longshore. Pretty Pikachus. Yes, he likes the Napoleonics, he does. The new look for Pathfinder is insane. You like that, Dizzy? Does it tickle ya? Awesome. I like it too. Johnny Longshore, especially when you are painting for someone else. Pretty pictures. Yeah. Yep. It can be draining. My clients are good. They're so good to me. It's like my players in Pathfinder. I love them to death. They're so good to me, for the most part. Kyle annoys me sometimes. He's my co-GM, so he's always giving me GM speech when we play, which annoys me. But I get it though. I get that. That's all good. I love Kyle. He's great. And Dizzy and Jesse. Is that Jesse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing here, Jesse? What are you doing?
I said on YouTube, so I came over.
Yeah, you're
She
watching
shows
me,
up
were you?
right as I gotta leave and take my aunt home. But I'll be back here in a bit.
All right, hurry up, my friend. I'll be here. One comes in, one goes out. Slam goes the door. See you, losers. How you doing, Jess?
I was feeling a little under the weather yesterday. Feeling better today.
Under the weather. All right, yeah. Well, that's fair enough. It can't be perfect health all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just wouldn't be normal. I am the perfect man. I am healthy 100% of the time, I am. Yeah, nobody's like that, right? That doesn't happen.
No.
Got
What you painting today?
I'm working on my Napoleonics. Can you see the chat, or are you looking in the Discord screen? Which one is you're looking at?
Discord.
Discord? You can't see these. Here, my pasty white arm, you could kind of see that.
I see shadows on your arm.
Oh, damn. What, are you heading to work?
I'm at work.
Oh. We're just Me and Kyle were just talking about Dragonbane. We're talking about, Foundry. I updated to the current version of Foundry, which is version 11. Check it out. It's awesome. It's quicker response time. It's much more snappier. The character sheets are a little different. There's elements of the remaster going on in there. It's great stuff.
Nice. I will check it out when I get home.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's awesome. You gonna be around tonight to paint?
Yeah, I should be. Got my rest. I'm ready to go.
You're at work resting. You should bring your paints.
I do have my troll box here. If I get bored, I can put some stuff together.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, okay, that changes things. You're all set to go. That's pretty good when you can paint and put things together at work. Get paid for it.
Yeah. Benefits of working for the state.
Yep. Yep. Coop's doing good. He's back there sleeping.
Yeah.
Waiting to go home.
Yeah, I'll pick him up one of these days.
Yeah, what do you mean one of these days? You gotta pick him
Things
up.
are a bit
What?
crazy.
Yeah?
Things are a bit crazy, dealing with stuff.
How's Jake?
Good. He lost another tooth.
Well, he's gonna be gumming his food pretty soon.
Yeah, the tooth fairy forgot to come last night, so I had to come up with something. You know what I told him?
What?
I said, well, I heard the tooth fairy's on vacation, and she has a backup that doesn't know what she's doing, so she might have missed you last night. Plus, it was pretty wet, and her wings might have got wet, so she couldn't fly too well.
Yep, filling them full of shit. That's all you're doing there.
Whatever I could think of.
A terrible thing to say.
I have to use my role-playing experience to come up with something.
Oh, yeah, there you go. A little creativity and imagination is what this hobby's all about. Teach them early.
Yep.
That's right. The old tooth fairy has spells and powers that rival those of the greatest of demons.
Yeah.
But that's a tale for another stream. We got Byron in the chat there. I haven't talked to Byron in a while. Byron, come on in here if you get the chance, man. I haven't talked to you in forever. Byron, of course, plays Ramirez in our Abomination Vaults campaign. He hasn't played in a long time.
Yep.
Things get crazy when Byron shows up to play. Things get crazy. He's a very how do I describe his place? Well, he's new to role playing, so I got to be fair to him, because of that. So he approaches it like it was almost a war game where he's commanding an army. So he tries to pre-plan and organize things a bit too much. I don't know how to describe it. I really don't. But I'll tell you what. When he played in the first adventure, Menace Under Otari, he was awesome. He was awesome. Remember that, Byron? That was the old days when we were playing in the dungeon underneath the Otari fishery. Yeah, that was great stuff there. But as soon as he got out into the sunlight, he was contemplating building caravans and armies, setting up camps, building walls around the gauntlet, and besieging the place, which is quite a bit for a rogue. But, yeah. It was good.
Yeah, he soon found out that the resources of Atari couldn't handle his plans.
Yeah. Well, his way of dealing with that was just to go in and shake people up. He was going to do the shakedown on the mayor. Say, look here, you. I'm holding your kids hostage. You give us what we want, and we'll play fair. That kind of thing. Dangerous ground. Anyway. But that was good times. That was good times. I hope we can get him in again. He doesn't go crazy. Well, there he is. I can't hear you, though, Byron. Say something. Can't hear you. We're sitting here talking about you, and you can't speak.
I heard him say hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, guys?
Let me turn your
I
volume
can.
up. Try now.
I think what it is I have phone connected to Bluetooth in the truck.
All right. I can actually hear you better. For some reason, I had your volume down to like 20%. I can hear you perfect now.
Okay. Oh, awesome.
You must have been getting wild in a chat previously, and I turned you way down. Something was going on.
That happened.
It does. It does. It does. You got to watch, Byron. How you been, man?
I've been all right. How are you?
I'm doing fantasticals. How's your commission work?
It's keeping me busy so much that I can't play games.
Exactly. Dangerous ground, my friend. Don't lose touch with your hobby.
Well, I told everybody I'm not taking any more commissions after that. I'm working on a Hungarian regiment, the whole regiment,
Yeah.
and me and Wendell split it up, and I took all the armor and all the motorized and artillery pieces for an entire regiment, and he took all the infantry and the cavalry.
1-to-1 scale?
Flames of War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1-to-1 scale. Yikes. Okay.
Yeah, so we've been doing that job, and I'm looking forward to getting done with it. So,
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to finish up one here. I've got a little extra work put on my shoulders here from a few days ago. I got to get some extra things done and added by the end of the month. So I'm trying to get as much as I can done, which adds a little stress to me. I'll be honest. I wasn't prepared for this. I was going to be taking a break a couple weeks ago, but nope. Got to buckle down. So that's all right.
yeah.
This is Jesse.
I'm sorry I've been gone a while. I was busy.
You met Jesse, didn't you? He's my nephew.
Yes. We played, or I was on the stream with him a couple times.
Yep, I remember.
Oh, really?
I think we played together.
I
You paint- last time I talked to you, you were building Necrons for your son. And
Yeah.
painting them for your son. Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah. I've moved on to a new army now.
what army?
The Custodes.
Oh, okay. I
Yep.
was anticipating you saying chaos.
Yeah,
But-
I used to do Chaos back in the Warhammer fantasy days.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, Death
Even-
Guard. Death
Ooh,
Guard's chaos.
yeah. Yeah, I have that card too. I got 3 armies right now.
So I still have my Imperial Guard, and I've been building a second army for casual play for Wendell, and of Necrons.
Cool.
So yeah, but I haven't
I
gotten really to work on either of them. So
Yeah, I like Necrons because they're super easy to paint. You can get a lot done.
Well, those are for Jake. That's his army.
Yep, and some way to get him into it.
Yep.
Paint it all for him.
He knows it's his, right?
He does.
Yeah. You should let him. You don't have any extra models, do you? Necrons.
No, I'm actually one of the rare people that actually paints everything he has. I
Yeah.
have nothing to paint.
That's true. That's true. He does. You should see his custodes, Byron. They're really good. He used speed paint. I don't know what color. I think it was the flesh color. As a wash over the gold. And it looks great.
oh, that's the brown. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it worked perfectly. Really aged the look of the gold. And shaded it and highlighted it nicely.
Did you use GW speed paints or the The new ones from
Army painter.
Army Painter. Okay.
Yep.
I
Yep,
think
they were-
speed paints are best used as washes.
Really?
Yes. I mean, that's essentially what it is anyway.
Yeah.
It's a stain.
Yeah.
Yep.
It
Yeah, I
is.
noticed that as I was painting. I was like, gee, I think this would work. And then I tried it, and it looks great.
They just had the 32 people at the game store for the grand tournament for first one for 10th edition here locally. And at the same day, they were running a Team Yankee tournament and an X-Wing tournament. There was like so many people in the building. Like the air conditioner was having a hard time keeping the place cool. I saw a lot of Custodes armies. I saw a lot of Necrons and Tyranids. I only saw one guard player. I saw one Thousand Suns player. Lot of people showed up. I guess it's all competitive lists. Go ahead.
Sounds about right. Custodes are in the top right now because they haven't been nerfed yet.
Mm.
But we'll see when their book comes out.
Yeah.
You don't need the book.
I-
Just get the data cards. You're set.
I
Mhm.
did get a book. You get a book and data card set from a box set. I think the book from the box set's way better than the core book that you get second wave release.
Yeah, but I like how they don't need many models to get quite a few points out of it. So I thought
Super
it good too.
superhero army. That's what it is. I mean, come on. I'm playing Sisters of Battle. You're gonna destroy my entire army in one turn. Like, god damn it! Now I can't use my miracle dice.
Curtis, if it makes you feel better, I watched the guard player table a Custodes army first turn. Just annihilated it.
First turn.
Yeah, because the
First
shooting,
turn.
Yeah,
or
shooting.
shooting is their weakness.
Yeah, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Imperial Guard, baby. They got a
And-
lot to shoot with.
The Imperial Guard player used Earthshaker cannons with all these stratagems to support
Yeah.
the rerolls of misses, and he had these sentinels out there that were spotting all these units, and they could hone in and like basically direct fire on the opposing Custodes units. And I think by turn two, like everything was annihilated.
Yeah, because if they lose just a couple models, it's like, oh man, now what do I do?
Yeah, that will be
Right.
tough.
Yep. Doesn't take much.
Just killed outright. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And
Wow.
and the guy that was playing Custodes had just won a tournament in Mobile, like the previous day, with that army.
Wow.
It was impressive. The number 3 Tyranid player is at our store now. He moved to this area. The number 3 Tyranid player in the nation, and he's been recruiting people and organizing competitive play team, like a home team for the store, and they go out to these big tournaments and they compete. It's like a pretty serious deal.
Yeah, it is. So he's
Yeah.
a tournament player. How about you?
I'm
How
in
about
no
you? Have you managed to play any games at all?
no.
No.
Wait a minute, I did play a game of Demo X-Wing, if that counts, but I didn't really play.
Half-assed. Half-assed.
Yeah. But I have not played it all.
You must be missing it.
I am, but just dealing with life and stuff, you know.
Yeah, I got you. I
So-
got you. I got you. There is a new game out by Osprey. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called The Doomed.
Yes, I just posted the video write-up of that in Level Up Gaming forum like a few days ago, and apparently a few people are really. I'm still trying to get. Well, even though I've been playing games, I've been buying stuff for the game, so I haven't. So I still got to catch up on Xeno's rampant.
You too.
Yeah, I got to catch up on that, and I got all my Stargrave stuff in. I haven't even opened them up. I did get Burning Empires for the Firelock supplement for the World War One, Russian
Oh.
Civil War.
Yeah, I remember.
That is one of the best books I've ever bought.
Why?
It is so detailed on the armies you can build. It is worth the $40 if you get it. There's probably 100. There's probably close to 100 different armies in that book you can run.
Holy smokes, that is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, and they go into some really deep, like
Wow.
stuff I'd never heard of that was operating there at that time. So, very extensive book.
And what? Is it an expansion or is it the full game?
It's the expansion to Blood and Valor. It's the expansion to Blood and Valor called I think it's called Burning Empires.
Oh, so it's like for the pirate game. Blood
Yeah,
and
it's
Blood.
for Firelock. From Firelock.
Yeah, Blood
it's
and
Blood and Valor though.
Blood and Valor. Okay, that one. All right.
Yeah, the World War One.
I got you.
It covers everything in Asia going
Ah,
on at the time.
Gotcha. Probably some Russo-Japanese too.
There's Japanese in the book.
Okay, so it's
There's
not-
Chinese warlord stuff in the book.
okay.
There's American expeditionary forces in the book. There's British, French. There's Polish. Everything in that area that's going on is in that book.
Wow. Me and Byron are history nerds.
An understatement, but yes.
Jesse, are you a history nerd? Jesse? Jesse?
Hold on, I'm getting a call.
Okay. Well, I'll answer for him. He's not a history nerd. He doesn't like it.
Hmm.
but he loves 40K, Warhammer, sci-fi, fantasy, role playing. He loves all that stuff though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he ever got into the historicals. We used to play stuff that was historical, like DBA and that kind of thing. But and even Squad Leader. But I don't think he ever really got deep into it. He'd have to answer that. Well,
Somebody, I think I'm not sure if a gamer passed away or somebody brought in a collection, but there was a 15 millimeter Napoleon feels like French and Austrian armies that came into the store, and most of it was unpainted. And the store owner looked to us and said, "Hey, can y'all paint this?" And we just flat out refused. Madness.
yeah. Wow.
But they were very nice figures. I don't even know who they were from, but somebody bought the collection. I think it was $400 for the collection.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. Probably took up a box about a good large size moving box.
Hmm.
I would say full
Wow.
of 15 millimeter Napoleonic.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot. Honestly,
Yeah, it was.
were they in blisters or just
It was.
were they in blisters?
Yeah, they were in blister.
Yeah. Brand new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sir. So I've been working nights a lot recently, and I'm about to go into work here.
You still working on the road crew thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. Because I know you're
Yeah,
doing
they're gonna-
commissions now.
Mm-hmm. And when we're in private, I'll talk to you more about what's been going on.
Okay. Let me know.
Everything's fine.
Good. Good.
Everything's fine. Just change of plans.
Oh yeah? Does that involve your little house?
It did. My mother got really sick, so things changed.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Yeah, hit me up
But
on
yeah,
Facebook
I'll talk
or
to you.
Discord.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll talk to you more about it. Or on the phone or something.
Gotcha. See what's rocking and rolling. I'm still in the process of moving. I'm waiting on some materials to come in to finish the house out here. Got a little roofing to do, just a little bit. I got to put a roof on a small porch. I've got to patch up a hole in the roof that's got to be fixed. And yeah, it's just minor stuff. And then once that's done, I can actually move in carpeting and get it done. Hopefully this fall, I'll be finished.
So you built another house?
No, it's already built. It's already there.
Hmm.
It's across my front yard here from the house I'm currently sitting in right now on the painting chat. There's another house where my sister
Gotcha.
lives, and it's like two separate apartments in that house. She's in the one half, and the other half was my other sister who moved out like 6 years ago. She lives down the road now in a brand new house. So I'm going to move into this other side of the house where my other sister lives. Just got to fix it up. Which
Are you going to sell the house you're in?
No. What we do with it, we gotta talk and figure out with the family here. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Well, keep it in
stay
your family if you can.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, it's 4.5 acres of property.
Mm-hmm.
The only
Nice
way.
property too. I've seen it on satellite.
Yeah, you have. I think everybody has. Honestly. And yeah, it's right by a pond. Beautiful.
Mhm.
It's woods
They made the
everywhere.
pond.
It's
I
great.
remember they made the pond.
Yep.
Remember you telling me they made the pond. It wasn't originally there.
Well, a pond is a man-made body of water. That's what a pond is. Griffin
Oh,
Pond Road.
I didn't know a pond was a man-made body of water.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As opposed to a lake, which is natural. But anyway,
Oh.
it's
Okay.
I think they built that. I've got old photographs from back in the 1890s, or who knows how old they are. But yeah, they're pushing along, ox and everything, ripping up roots of trees. And yeah, that's when it was made. It used to be a creek. They turned it into a pond. A reservoir, actually. Yeah, that's the history of that. I told you that before.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm stopping commissions here soon, and I'm going to work on some of my own pieces again,
Good.
and I'm going to revamp my Instagram account.
Yeah.
And I've been secretly working on some pieces that I'm doing a lot of just kit bashing and fabrication, enhancing kits and stuff that
Yeah.
for 40K,
Yeah. Good.
mostly imperial armor stuff.
More Imperial troops.
Yeah.
I'm working on my Repentia now. I only got 5 of them. I got a Sister Superior and 4 Repentia that I'm working on. They're fun. I'll show you some pictures one of these days here. They're looking really good. I love them. I love the Sisters of Battle, man. It's that Bob.
I thought about you recently.
Did
I
you?
saw a model, metal, older metal Sisters of Battle army. They were all metal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
It
remember
sold.
them.
The army sold, but
I bet it did. What was it? Fully painted? Wow.
half of it was.
Wow.
And then it came back around in circulation.
Yeah.
You know how these things go when people sell things.
Yep, I sold mine. I had the originals, never painted them, but I had them all in blisters, and I sold them. Wish I had them, but it's okay.
That's why I haven't sold anything. I did get my storage switched out recently to a climate control storage. So that was a big help
Yeah, good.
because of all my books. Thankfully, my books weren't damaged this past year in the non-climate controlled storage.
Yeah.
I was concerned about. Curtis, I gotta go.
All right, man.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'll be around.
We'll catch up some more soon.
We will. Glad you
I'm glad-
popped in.
Stop in for a few minutes.
All right.
Yeah, me too. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Take care, my
Bye.
friend. See ya, Byron.
You too, Kurt.
It's Byron, everybody. Great guy down there in Florida. Looks like Jesse got caught up in something as well. So did Kyle. Suddenly I'm all alone. What happened on this Tuesday afternoon? Everybody's going to work. Da, da, da. So I get some of these French done. Coming along fantastic. Usually when I do these projects, I have a tendency to do all of them at once. I mean, if it's 300 infantry, I do them all at once. I prime them all. I do all the coats. I do all the trousers. I do all the backpacks. Not the same things. Like, I wouldn't take 300 figures and do all 300 trousers before I do anything else. I would break them up into batches. You know, this 20 or 30 I do the trousers. This 20 or 30 I'll start off with the coats. This 20 or 30 we're doing the flesh. I do break it up that way. But I tackle the whole thing at one time. And it works. But you really don't see progress until you start nearing the end. That's rough. I think you need to see progress to keep that motivation and chutzpah going. So one alternative, a lot of people do this, not me for some reason, but I'm doing it today, is where I'm just doing like a 10-figure battalion. And then a 10-figure battalion and a 10-figure battalion. One is just primed. One is primed and trousered and coated. The other one is primed, trousered, coated, and flesh. You know, I'm just working on these batches all at the same time, but I'm changing it up all the time. Over here, I'm doing trousers. When that's done, I'll go over here and do the coats, all in the same session. And I'm getting a lot done in one go. They paint up quick. Focus on like 30 instead of 300. So those 30 will be completely done. And then I have the other 30 or whatever. That's kind of what I'm doing now. And I actually like it. I'm actually seeing progress right away. I could do a 10-man battalion in one day, easy. To completion, that is. So maybe I'll start painting up more that way now. Maybe. I'm liking it. Check something here. John Longshore, Old Glory Miniatures, Limbers. We were just talking about that in the chat. Okay. Fire and Ice Miniatures game. Let's check that out. Fire and Ice Miniatures game on Kickstarter. Frazetta Girls. Let's go check that out. Take a pause here and we're going to check out the Kickstarter for Fire and Ice, the miniatures board game. Forgot about this. Let's go put that up in our browser here. Let's see what that's all about. For those so interested, like me. Fire and Ice, the miniatures board game. The groundbreaking fantasy adventure of Fire and Ice can be yours to play in this collector's edition board game. It's got 77,000 plus of a $50,000 goal. It's got 888 backers. 28 days to go. Got a nice little video here. There's some nice miniatures too. Dynamite Entertainment. They make comic books, don't they? Dynamite, yeah. Let's see what's going on here. Frazetta, or Fire and Ice, #1, Frazetta Limited Edition Dark Wolf. What is this? 20 bucks. For 25, they got the card set. Here's the board game. Fire and Ice. Core game. Start your epic quest here with the core game system, plus the Kickstarter exclusive Subhuman Priestess. This is her right here on the left. Only if you order within the next 5 days of the campaign. $75 for that baby. That seems about right. Do you get stretch goals? Let's see. Estimate delivery. 4 items included plus optional add-ons. So where's the stretch goals? Add-ons. I love my stretch goals. I don't see any tier here for stretch goals. Oh, they got a lot of tiers here, man. A lot of tiers to go with. Retailer. Well, you guys can check that out. I'll put it in the chat for you guys watching now and later. I'll put that in there if you're interested. Fire and Ice Miniatures Adventure Game is a tactical skirmish game for 2 or more players. It is a competitive war game. The heroes of Fire Keep battle the diabolical forces of Ice Peak for dominion over the realms of men and beast, bringing Frank Frazetta's unfettered primal imagination to life by allowing players to become a part of the ferocity, action, and romance that was infused into every canvas he touched, and that he and Ralph Bakshi brought to Fire and Ice. Ralph Bakshi. He's the guy that did a lot of stuff. Fire and Ice Miniatures Adventure Game recreates the combat maneuvering and animated masterpiece. Magic, steel, and cunning. Oh, it doesn't stop there. Fire and Ice also includes rules, light mechanics to continuing the adventure through narrative-driven role play. There is supposed to be a role-playing game for Fire and Ice. For those not to know, Sarah Frazetta is a gamer. She's the one behind she's behind Frazetta Girls. Keeping the legacy alive. Boy, that is a nice miniature. Are they 3D sculpts or what? What's going on here? Holly Frazetta. I think that's... Huh. Interesting. Exclusives. Early Bird Special. I guess there's no stretch goals. Throwing in the comics. There's Dark Wolf. Tigra. What? These are really nice sculpts. Wow. The Subhumans. There we go. This is a cult classic. You can see some of the animation there. I forget what they call that animation. Something scope? I don't remember what it is, but it's... I think Disney did something like that. There's all Frank and Ralph. Yeah, these sculpts are awesome. I got Jesse Beck. There he is. Larn. Darkwolf. Board game and role-playing game in one. Ah! I wonder if this is the rumored role-playing game for Fire and Ice. I don't know. Anyway, let's leave this up. Jesse's muted at the moment, but he is in the chat.
Yeah, I just had a status read.
What's that?
It's a fire. Somebody pulled a pull station. So I came running up with my fire extinguisher, ran in the door, and it's a fire drill.
Wow. Give me a second.
Yep.
Give me a sec. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Crash.
Ah, brother. Okay, I'm back.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that was Byron. I didn't know you met him before. You actually played in some Abomination Vaults with him?
Yeah, one game.
Did he play, or was that the... Or was he just
That was the
hanging out?
infamous. That was the infamous game where he wanted to buy all that stuff for the.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. You
that
were
was my
both in
first
that.
time playing with him.
Ah. So I've got that on as an episode somewhere. I could go back and watch it.
Yeah. I think that might have been my first game
Maybe.
coming back.
Holy smokes. Then he disappeared.
Yep.
We can't be having this. Yeah. He's a really good guy.
hmm
He was in the very beginning. Started this whole thing going, playing online. He's one of the first players. Him and a few others. They've all disappeared.
Yep.
Makes me wonder at the end of this campaign, who's got the oldest character? I mean, who survived the longest?
Well, Valfor and Sheppy have been there since I started.
Yeah. Althea was... She was probably the longest running single character. Until you know what happened. The disastrous episode 6-6.
Yes.
Which is horrible.
hmm
But she's still around. Althea's still around. Yeah. Now everybody's playing something different.
Yep.
But I think Valafor, Sheppy, Lofter. I don't count Lofter because he doesn't only play a handful of sessions. But Sheppy, Valafor, I think you're the longest running so far that's still playing. The characters.
Somehow managed to survive.
Yep.
Been some close ones, that's for sure.
Yep. You weren't even in that episode 66. Except as a
Good
survivor.
thing I wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, if you weren't... Well, if you were there, I think the combat would have went different. Yeah, things would have went
Well,
different.
The dynamic is different when I'm there.
Yeah, you don't put up with nonsense either.
Mm-mm.
You're not going to risk the whole shebang because somebody wants to do kung fu or whatever. But
No, you got to know your role. I mean, you play class, you got to play your class the way it's meant to be. I mean, you can have some diversity in it, but there's rules in our group. And you have to follow them. Otherwise, things go south.
man, you're such hardcore. Damn.
Our last session was a good example of how if we just keep the line the way it is and keep things into order, we function better. You got the back line, you got the front line. Back line stays behind the front line and things go well.
So
But
strategic.
if the back line starts getting a little too much in front of us, that's when people die.
So explain to me, what is your percentage of role player compared to ROLL player? So the gamer and you. What's the percentage distribution of where your interest lies? Like, where are you? Are you more of a role player or more of a? Let me use a different term. I'll call it gamer. You know, where you're interested in the rules and the dice roll and in the battles and the tactics, compared to the story and the backstory and the role play aspects. Because some people like more than another. You know, so where is yours? Where do you sit in there? Like 60% gamer, 40% role player, perhaps? Something like that.
Well, I've changed.
You have
You know I
changed.
have.
Yep.
I would say when I started first playing, I was like 70% game, maybe 30% role play. But now I'd say it's reversed. I'm like maybe 60% role playing and maybe 40% rules.
Yeah, you're having
So
fun.
I enjoy the role playing because it's a lot funner than just sitting there looking at numbers all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I still feel that the game is important. You got to follow the rules, but I enjoy, creating a story.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, it's the story that you remember, not the game rules.
Yep.
I mean, they set it up for it, but the adventure is what happened. The story.
Well said. Well said. Well said. If you take away the role play aspect, it's nothing more than a board game. You have to have some aspect of role play in there, or it's not a role playing game anymore. So, some people favor it more than the game. Some people still like the game side or have an equal balance. Like me, I love the game side of it. It's very satisfying to see the mechanics kick into gear, especially at important points, and actually work. But I'd say I'm kind of like you in the same department. I think I'm about a little higher in the game rules. I think it's about a 40% for me, and then a 60 with the role play.
Mm-hmm.
I like that role play. I definitely do. I get a kick out of listening to you guys just sit around town bantering with each other, watching from the attic window. Is this your
I will say I enjoy role-playing Sheppy more than I do Val for.
Yeah.
I've made quite a character there.
He's boring. He's just a fighter. Me killer now. Have big sharp sword. Swing hard.
I'm looking for treasure.
Yeah,
Get on my way.
Yeah. That's it.
Yep.
Sheppy though, he's cool, man. He's got a lot of mysteries and things going on about him.
Yep. The group has no idea.
Yeah, he's part of a whole clan of goblins that we might see in the future.
Yep.
Shezzy. Yeah, whole family you could drop back to if, you retire
Mhm.
one. You've got a whole bunch of others.
I have a whole clan to pull from.
Yeah, just gonna play nothing but goblins. Oh man, I got the same voice.
Yeah. Who would ever thought?
I'm thinking about doing a video series. Imagine that. Where I'm gonna call it Memorable Moments. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you guys like Rachel. Say, Rachel, describe for me one of your memorable moments. And what I'll do is I'll record it. And what I'll do is I'll capture that and put it in a separate video alongside the actual episode where the event happened, so we can hear her talk about it and then see the episode, that portion of the show.
Sure.
And put that in there. And it could be like, that's one of hers. Maybe she has more. And have one for you and have one for me. Because I got a few memorable moments to the campaign that I won't ever forget. Great stuff. Combats and roleplay stuff that I just won't forget. That's worth pointing out.
Yeah, I could think of a few too.
Yeah, what's one of your favorites? Uh-oh. What was that, Jesse? Jesse's muted. He's got an emergency call. Bum, bum, bum,
Nah,
bum.
it's just some patients out on privileges.
Out on privileges, are they? Gotta watch them.
Yep. Make sure they don't run away.
Yep, getting wild. Over there at the sanitarium. Whatever that place is. I'm not sure what you call it.
The local nut house.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. We should all be in that place. The local nut
Yep,
house.
I keep the community safe.
Yeah, you keep those people safe.
Yep.
Those in need there.
Keep them in. What I do.
How about that car accident? Any more about that where the lady went into the creek there off the bridge or whatever that was? Any news on that?
Yeah, that was that was a civilian, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
If it was somebody from the hospital, I would have known.
Right. It was like down the road from you.
Yeah.
Were you like a first responder?
Well, instead of calling 911 first, they called me.
Mm-hmm.
So here I come, and I come into the scene, and there's this young teenage girl with blood coming from her mouth and
Wow.
laying on the ground, and I'm not a paramedic.
No.
So I'm like, did someone call 911? And he was on the phone with them as I pulled in. But yeah. Just one of the exciting things that happens here.
Huh.
I never know what's gonna happen.
But you got called because it was on. It wasn't on your the property there, was it? It was.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you kind of had to go check that out then.
Yeah. Our hospital has its own sewage plant. And that's where it happened.
Wow.
Yeah. You never know.
I've got a friend I've known for years. He lives in Scotland. And I think he does the same job you do.
Mm-hmm.
He's a security at a mental institution or hospital or whatever they're called.
Yep. Same thing.
He does that. He deals with people all the time. He has to get rough with them or they get rough with him. You know, it's not an easy job.
No. Sometimes we have to step in.
Crazy
So
stuff.
luckily here the aides are pretty good. They know how to handle their own patients. But there is occasionally when the patients take advantage of.
Yep, he's muted again. How you doing, Nerdy Ogre? What you doing, my friend? How is everything? Got Nerdy Ogre there. Why didn't I see the chat? Where is... This is supposed to always be on top, no matter what screen I'm on. Yeah. Got Fire and Ice there. Frazetta Girls. Oh, my camera's frozen once again. Oh. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. What you doing, Karma?
Yeah, when I first came into the. Hey, Carla.
Hello, how's it going?
Going good, going good. Go ahead, Jesse. Finish what you were saying there.
Yeah, when I first came in, I got a call to go take a patient photo, and when that happens, it's usually an injury. So when I went up there, one of the younger youths got shanked today, so I had to take a picture of it.
Today,
Yeah.
live on the stream, somebody got shanked. Yikes. What's going on here? Yeah. How you been, Karma? What's going on?
Hanging in there, that's for sure.
Yeah?
It's been a rough day.
Yeah, having a little rough spot, are you?
A little bit. It happens.
Yeah, it's normal. You can't be perfect 100% of the time, right?
That's right.
That's okay.
How are
It's
you
normal.
guys?
I'm doing fantastic. Jesse's at work, calling in remotely.
Aw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just tell them about the crazy things that have happened
Yep.
all in one day.
Oh wow.
Does she know where you work? Did you tell her where you work?
I don't. No, I never did.
Well, feel free.
Yeah, I work at a mental hospital. I'm a security officer.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The stories he could tell.
Right?
Yeah, to say the least.
Is it legitimately active on full moons?
Yes, that is 100% true. When the moon comes out, it does something. They get even more wild than they are.
How much of that do you think is projection?
Well, the thing is, they don't really have windows that are open that they could see out. So they don't even know.
So they don't know. Okay. Yeah, that's rough. I know when full moons come out, and I love full moons. When they come out, I can't sleep. I mean, I could be in bed. I'll go to bed early and stuff, and I'll wake up at 3 in the morning and look around, and it's like I look out the window, and it's a full moon. No wonder I can't sleep. So I'm up for the rest of the night.
I have a theory. The human body, how much of it is water?
Here we go. Luna.
Wouldn't you say it's like maybe 80% water?
They know the percentage, but yeah, it's pretty high.
Most of us, and look what the moon does to the ocean.
Yeah, the waves.
You know,
That's
it
legit.
makes the waves go in and out. So, yeah, it does the same thing to the human body.
Yeah, that's pretty much
On the lower
fact,
scale.
actually.
Yeah. So that has to have something to do with the way our brain functions.
What's really interesting is the fact that the moon always faces the Earth the same angle. It doesn't ever change. There's nothing like that anywhere in the galaxy. Nothing.
Yeah.
And it's more likely than not hollow. True. It's true. It's true. It's no conspiracy. This stuff is weird, man. That moon. I'm telling you, there's something about it. But
It's nothing more than an alien satellite.
All right, let's not get crazy here. Let's just leave it at that and move on. This is not that kind of stream. I'm not going to begin setting a precedent here.
Yep. The Y-files.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll save that for another episode. Where me, Carmen, Jesse get crazy with the conspiracies. Yes, the moon.
Yep.
Bunch of flat earthers.
Oh jeez.
Oh, we're getting rolling now. Let's leave that. Okay.
Yeah.
What else are we going to
Start.
talk about?
Your idea with the greatest moments. That's a good one.
Yeah, you like that
You're gonna-
idea?
I really like that.
So, tell Karma what that's about.
Yeah, basically what he came up with was like an idea for a video where
Series.
everybody in our role-playing group comes up with their most memorable moment when they were playing. And I know you've only played once with us, but there is quite a few moments that have happened that would definitely bring back good memories. Sorry, I'm coughing so much.
So I'll take over. What it is, it's going to be a series. What I'm thinking of doing is a series where I'm going to talk to the players and, like Rachel, what's one of your favorite things, most memorable things that happened? And I'll let her talk about that and point it out. Maybe she's got more than one, maybe 3, 4, 5, whatever. And what I'll do is I'll record that little conversation, and I'm going to go back in the episodes and find these spots where the event happened, pull it out, clip it out of there, and put it in a video alongside of her, what she's saying. and have like a whole series of videos where you guys can talk about your favorite episode or your favorite moment, and then followed by the clip itself of the actual events that took place in the game. Because I know I have a few.
Oh wow.
Just some really fun stuff that I'll never forget. And hey, Karma, that's what this hobby is all about. It's about creating memories that are as real to you as if you were sitting in the backyard with your grandmother at the picnic table telling stories. Real things that have actually happened that you'll never forget. That's what role-playing does. It creates those moments that are as real to us as, say, a backyard with grandma. You know? So that's an important thing for me. Those memories that we make with this game.
Absolutely.
So you better start making some memories. There you go. Get cracking, Karma. You did You did fantastic, by the way, in that last episode.
Thank
you really
you.
did. Good job.
I appreciate it.
Some clutch moments. It's a good role play.
You fit right in.
Yep. I was going to be a little bit more inspiring when I was describing your entry, but I must have forgot because I just described you up until the tavern, and then I kind of left it alone, and then I just brought you in. Suddenly you appear out of the shadows. That was it. I didn't really set the tone right, but...
Well, there's plenty of time for that.
Yeah. Kyle should be here. He was here earlier, and he had to take
He's
care
gonna
of
take
something.
a quick shower. Yeah, he wanted to take a shower, and then he's gonna come back.
Awesome. You're
I'm
working.
working on my token picture. If you want to see it,
Yeah. Check out this artwork, Jesse. She does.
I'll put it on the share my screen here.
I've been ranting and raving about your artistry here for days.
Oh,
Very cool.
Let me look. Hold on. Look at that. Ooh, sexy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's nice.
that's awesome.
That is.
thank you.
I don't even know how this works. I don't know how you're doing it. Is there some kind of template you use, or do you literally draw out every little line that's going on here?
Yep, draw out every little line.
Really?
Yeah. You have to. I start with a red outline, as you can see here, just a really quick like sketch of what I want, and then I find the shapes and make the line art really light, and then I start adding highlights and shadows until I have a form that is created. I was just about to add highlights to the hair.
Let me get that.
Yeah, that's quite the work there. Very good.
Yeah, isn't
Thank
she
you.
good at it? Damn.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Guess
it.
what? You're going to be doing it for everybody now.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's been conversations. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I got one that's in the works for Volkmar. I wanted to Kyle. I wanted to do one for myself first, just to like kind of get into the swing of it all, and kind of like, you know, make my own like little token picture. But then once I have mine, I did plan on starting to do one for Kyle, and then if anyone else showed interest